Hi guys, welcome to Unfiltered with Freda, where we talk about everything and anything. So take this as your sleepover with your big sister, where you get to talk about boys, life, and everything. So nasi tukusaranya HIV, right? We're talking about the reality of being HIV positive, dating while being HIV positive, because we know people, they want to say hey, we're educated, we're chi, but how does it feel for someone ari kutorarama ne-HIV to be dating and living life? So today I have my good sister, right? We're going to be talking about nyaya idzodzo, right? So tsvaga pakanaka pekugara unatsoteerera, right? So you can introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Reason Mutlanga, but on TikTok they know me as Stignation11. I'm 24, living with HIV. Not because I did something out there, but I was born with it. So enjoy.
We're definitely gonna enjoy. So I noticed that you said that username yako
Stignation11.
Are you thick?
No. Please don't go there.
Like, tell me about the name, the username. Why you choose that? Why?
It was from high school. Hey. I don't even know. Till now, I don't even know.
You do.
I don't, honestly. The played form 6 in 2023. Saka
King 23. It's like that one's gonna be shanda.
nandopa ndakapedza saka
Saka
zvimasta
2K.
zvekutywa. Yes. They're in 2K. So from school those names hapana nomboshandisa zita rake chero chairo like on social media. So that's how it was for me. And when my page started blowing up, I couldn't change it from that to my name, so I just had to leave it like that.
Can you guess which my name and get it to high school?
I can't. I can't.
It was aesthetic.
Oh.
Because I remember Papa and like tattoo my board and it. So there's this dress like and when I go try. So at that time nandine body I fit one dress at all. So now that was aesthetic. So people from high school call me aesthetic. But ndikakuona ma comments into aesthetic to
I will not do that.
But anyways, let's talk about you and your status. I don't want it to be like,
Yeah, I get you. So, growing up, I think sometime back, I think I was in grade 1. And before that, my mom would tell me, so there was a certain time, yandaka. Then my mom had to take me to the hospital. It's called Mutamara Hospital. Then we went there. So the blunder that they made was they spoke in English. So they thought, maybe I didn't understand English. So next, we need to test the patient for HIV.
Oh, okay.
But by that time, I didn't know what was that.
So you didn't know what was happening, Mama?
My mom knew,
okay.
But I don't really know what happened because when I spoke to my mom, she told me that she found out that she was positive when I had 11 months.
Oh.
So I think by that time I was that much. I think I was 6. That was in grade 1. So taenda ku hospital then I got tested. Then pakabda my results, they were positive. So there's a difference between positive and negative. So in from school, I just understood good positive. No wrote something that is good. So like I didn't give chi. I didn't.
You thought it was good news.
It was good news.
Okay.
So then we got home. My dad was there. My mom was there. My siblings were in the room. Then when I was then they started explaining. They said, Manangu, you have a certain condition that you live with and it cannot be cured, but it can be treated. Like you can be on medication and live a normal life like the other people. Then she gave examples of people that passed away that I knew, not because of HIV, but because of accidents and other things. That's how she said it. Then I was like, it's not a big deal. That's what I said to myself. I had the support that I needed from my parents and my sisters. though I think my sisters, they didn't know. I'm the third out of 4 kids. So my sister, the first is negative, the second is negative, I'm positive, the last one is negative. So ndozvo zvakaita. So ndakangokura ndisina basa nazvo. Even besides I didn't even pay attention because I didn't care about it. I went to hospital, took my medication, and ndichikurawo zvakabva zvaita nani, like ndandisingachangorwari because I knew kuti ndandisingapedzi mamanzi ndisinomboenda kuhospital. So like the more that I grew up, the more that I got well.
Okay.
Then Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, everything was so okay. But now the problem starts when you want to date.
No, and before we go there.
Okay.
Such a shika, but shika because you know what? At the end of the day, it is settled damn jolo. Even you get a heartbreak, 100 say. But I wanted to ask, which is Johnny, power can, like you're saying, you're in grade 1, 6 years, right?
6 years,
yeah. So like power gariswa pasi, uchiudzwa kunzi, like the talk and everything. Iwewe semwana kana to understand here, like kuti zvizvi kutaurwa.
By that time I didn't know anything. Honestly, I didn't know anything. Kana kuti HIV yacho inomirire ndasingatozvizivi. But ndakangoti, since I can be on medication, they just explained that I have to take my medication on time.
Okay.
That's what they told me. And nothing more. Saka by that time, period ku primary, maybe up until Form 3, I didn't understand anything about it.
But ungosina my friends even by break.
No,
really?
I didn't have friends.
Because I know that when they overshare, even oberekwa karwa.
Yeah.
So like you didn't share with anyone?
I didn't share with anyone.
Okay, so wakazotanga ku understand when kuti chichiri kuitika pauri, because like you said kuti you didn't really pay attention. At what point did you realize kuti you know what, I'm actually HIV positive and it's something chekuti chine stigma or whatever?
Yeah. I think there was a time, I think Nanda Form 5. Because we go to hospital like after every 3 or 6 months, depending on what medication you can say. So people would like meet, go hospital, I think around 1, go to lunch, people had support groups. And before that, Saturday go hospital, we had a support group. So we would go there. That's when I met some people that were also positive. And the people that taught us, they made me understand kuti, what is HIV, what it does, and you know, all that. So that's when I got to understand. And usually topics were brought up. That's when I got to understand
like kuchikoro, like
kuchikoro. At school, I was now in A level. But we didn't really like go deeper with those topics because later my arts. Saka at school andingamboti zvinhu zvakataurika kakawanda. But kuma support group ndokwandakatanga kuziva about HIV and AIDS.
But did you have friends a good like kuchikoro and you have friends even per lunch or whatever? Did you tell them yacho kana kuti, like, you know what, people always make my funny jokes. Hey chichi kutangone AIDS kana chichi.
That's
like,
how they are.
Say
I didn't feel anything, honestly.
That's nice.
But I was just ndengoboyikana ni mindset yevanhu kuti okay, let's say kuti alright, people they are talking about HIV and AIDS, but there is someone out there or that is around them that is living with HIV and AIDS. Like, it's not everyone who can accept the situation. For me, I can joke with people, as young guys, dark humor and stuff. But there's someone out there asingatozvikwanisa zvekutoti mumwe munhu anogona kutozviuraya about certain jokes. So inini hangu, for me, I didn't take it personally. Like, ndangoti
so let's go back home, Jolo. You are now in Form 5.
Form 5.
So can you tell us about your first experience? Like, what happened? Did you tell them your status or whatever? But like, take us through kuti wakazoshare say in a partner yako.
ini nangu ndiri form 5 form 6 like I was not ndandisiri munhu angari honestly the reason why is I wrote my O level twice. I failed the first time, so like ndaku A level and I was more focused, like I had a lot of things to do, so like I didn't have time for dating and stuff. But there's a guy wandakazo after ndapedza kunyora form 6 ndakazodanana naye, then we were just talking and texting tichongotaura zviri noma. Yeah, by that time I was at my sister's place. I was in SA, so ndaitaura naye mukomana tobva tatowirirana nemukomana. Then I came back from SA ndakudotanga kuchikoro because I was by MSU, ndakabva ndatanga kuMSU, so the guy was kuMSU. So like, you don't know how to tell someone. Ndomudza sei ndotanga sei nyaya iyi.
Unotanga uchiti for example.
Hautozivi tunotanga sei. But then everything was okay. He was a good guy. Like,
we all say that about our first.
No, can't. I know, like, alright, he was a good guy. He would look out for me and everything else. But there was a time, I still remember, the story is long. The guy had an ex.
Okay.
Angari pachikoro. The ex stays in Mutare. So, sekoredu ranga riri one. Like, I know you, you know him, and all that kind of thing. So there was a time because the guy was a player. He was a player, a certified player. So like I knew, though I stayed. So this is the time I was at school. He was in Harare. He had something. He was into music, so I touched my guitar. So then it's your own risk, guys. So much. I'm getting a call from someone from
unknown number.
Yeah, I can't phone it up, but pane mnakundizoti handikunzi une AIDS ke wewe. And but
the guy.
Yes, ndobanda handishisiye. That's what I said. Because let's say pamwe dzimwe nguwa dzatinomboonana, like let's say kuti wakambonona nchingwa ma tablets here or wakambosecha background here okwana ne tablets. Ndobanda handishisiye. So believe chi zvauri kuda. So what happened was that girl, because they said that guy wandowirana naye, he's like a brother, and then he called that guy, and my boyfriend was sitting next to the guy. Sakangeri loud. Then the girl was koyo zvikunzitize nazo dai. Till now I don't know. Then I was like, then he was like, whoa, apa mukomana wanga angari by side. That's when he called me. Then ndakatomurambira I
don't know.
And I don't know what you're talking about. And this is there. Then I thought to myself and got go guys. But ndakatombopula I think a week or two. Then nyaya yakatofamba, we were at school, nyaya yakatombofamba, like kutombofamba. But I don't care. Guys, ichambouraya. That's how I would like respond to the whole thing. So fast forward, then there was a time then he didn't.
But were you guys intimate?
No, we're not. Okay. Yes. So and let me just tell him I'm tired. Then
akambonyarara say
no, and not because I got it from someone, but I was born with it. Then he was like, akambonyarara 5 minutes. He was like, no, it's fine. But you know how people want to make you feel uncomfortable, like kuti usafile
you're good enough.
Yeah. So vachongoti no, it's fine. Because eventually you get tired, like of explaining. You can be explaining to everyone,
because I feel like
because of this I can't. I got tired. Like I was so tired. So I had to tell him. Okay. Then I told him. Then everything was fine. And ndakambofungira kuti maybe pamwe akunsema kana kuti ari kuita sei and all that. Now since he knew, then sinabasa nezvinhu it was, although marumors anga chiriko, people were talking, but inini ndandisina basa nazvo because mungoma nonganga akuzviziva. So everything was okay. So takambopula because we dated for a year and 6 months. Then takatombo time tichidanana. The thing that broke us was not because of the status thing, it was because of other reasons.
Okay.
Not because nenya status
So like relationship yenyu said, did you eat butter? You know. Then okay, I wanted to add something on that. Someone might be watching and it's oba funga kuti every story ichitonge yako yekuti someone sit down.
Okay.
But inini takadai. I want to tell you guys, the world is not fair. It's your responsibility to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's not everyone who's gonna sit down with you and say, "Good, you know what, I am like this." So you guys have to protect. Like for me, into to find my condom.
Okay.
It's funny now, but I feel like it's your responsibility. Like you never know kuti vanhu vakamira sei, and it's not everyone achada kutaura because someone ataure.
Yeah.
And mwe munhu anenge achitoshora that disease and iye achitoziva kuti ndo zvaari.
Yeah.
So you know what, if you're watching this, you need to protect yourself, you need to be selfish.
And you need to be selfish with yourself.
Uya kumacados, famba nemacondom.
Sure, that's true. That's true. Because nowadays, and the worst thing is, nowadays you won't even see kuti munhu yarapa. Munhu anenge atori healthy, everything will be fine. But iye ndiye anenge achizira kuti nguva dzangu dzikakwana, I have to take medication, and people would never tell you their status.
That's my point. It's
People
not everyone.
will never. Hazi munhu wese anoshinga, anoti anotokuudza kuti inini ndikona chii, I'm positive. Vamwe vatori neutsinye.
Uchitomuona kuti uyu ka, but then like anenge achitoti inini ndiri right. So as like I think it's something that I will talk about more and but you know, you find it's so embarrassing. Kuti semskana kunotenga macondom pharmacy. It's like unopiwa that look. I don't want to lie. Like unototariswa kunzo kutengere macondom.
Why are you doing that?
But then we are supposed to be buying these things. We are supposed to be protecting ourselves. Inini last time ndakanzi nemunhu yakumacados, I went with my condoms.
Hey, it's a good thing.
Ndakaenda now. Yes. It's okay. I have them here. Let's cuddle. Yes. Because like ndozvikukanganiswa nakaenda kuti kakunyara, kakudi. You have to put yourself first. You have to be selfish.
Exactly.
And it's not everyone who's going to tell you their status.
Anokuudza nezvestatus yake. Especially men. At least vakadzi vari nani. Like,
no, not even.
Not
everyone.
Do you know kuti a majority of people that come to me, that come whenever she confide in me, tongoti 98% vakadzi. A very few boys or men vanouya vachitaura.
And the other thing is, people don't even know their statuses. Yeah, and them ndakangodai ndakandozoitira mukati andozodi, but then you can still get zvirwere.
There are people, I mean, vanhu vacho havateereri.
So anyways, I wanted to ask kuti dating, like how has it been like? Because background, waudza munhu turi HIV, whatever, even your experiences, how is it like dating really HIV positive? And you are someone who is very open about it. I've seen your posts, you talk about it. Do men approach you, or sometimes munhu anogona ari positive but anoera achitanga arida kuhwanda, like dating life yako yakanatsomira sei?
Okay, all I can say is fear men.
Okay.
That's number
Every
one.
day at 6 a.m.
Fear men. Fear men. Personally, I've never dated someone who's positive.
Okay.
All the guys that I've dated are negative. So there's this thing that they
But
say.
sorry, on that note, I always find a lot of ladies, a lot of people that come out and say we are positive, it's always like the partner is always negative. So is it always the partners are negative, or the partners will say, you know what, I don't want people to know. I don't want you to say anything about your exes, but like, is it an issue ukuthi shamari ndikukuda but vanhu kava so like, is it always good people are negative, or it's just like a cover up story which, you know what?
Well, there was a time, some time ago, I mean, there was this other guy, wandakamboda kudanana naye for a short period of time. Then I asked him, ko ukazonza uchi I'm positive, and he's like, you know what, I'll leave. Ndikatoona kuti hazitepe yekudza. Then I said, then
testing the waters.
Yes. Then pandakazoda kubuda out, pandakazodisclose status yangu, then he visited this at the time. Then I was like, zvokuposta ndezvishweni, ndikati why would I joke nezvinhu zvakadaro.
You saw your TikToks.
Yes. Then vaazobuditsawo matablets ake. Ndikati saka iwe waida kurambei. Zvikanzi no zvinhu zvingori zvinhu akamabuditsa achitoti angu ayarapa. Because I know how they look. So ndikati ko unawo zvikanzi but I just don't have to tell everyone.
Because some people are doing.
Yes, vanangu vachida privacy yavo.
So I have a friend on that story. I have a friend who's I'm mama pills ake haditi. And then now she was akakikwa out anga snap kugara. And then now face but uyogaromba kwangu chichandira. So yanga ne stress yekuti ma pills. Then they ended up vakugara vese. Uyo achimwa akachimwa. And then guess what happened? Musikana ari kugeza. Adzoka. Mfesa menu pamusoro pewardrobe ari kutora mapills. And then uyo ari kuvhura door. Then totosogara pasi tikumwa tese.
Saka waindiwandisirire.
Exactly, that's what happens. Vanhu vakawanda vanowandirana, but then you end up finding kuti maybe mese mukutomamwa and stuff like that.
Well, I feel like it's very valid for someone kuramba nestatus yake.
Yeah.
Because just imagine kuti you date someone today, you tell them your status, they dump you. Then not everyone is intelligent enough to know how this whole thing works. So guys, munozo disclose status yenyu kana vanoti munhu wangu akamira sei, because unoita heartbreak.
And think don't disclose. It's your responsibility to protect yourself.
Unozoita heartbreak manje. Unozoita heartbreak because munhu akazoti ada kuroora then uzomudza status yako.
Okay, so any last words for someone who's HIV positive and who wants to date?
Okay.
Iri background isiri yekuti hanzi realistic zviripo.
Okay, what I can say is if you're living with HIV, don't limit yourself. Don't look for vamwe vari positive just because you're positive. You have the free will to date someone who is negative. But it's your duty to protect yourself and to protect your partner. If you like to disclose a status, disclose how sure. But can also sure, don't disclose. That's all I can say.
Okay, thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
So guys, as we're concluding our episode, I just wanted to add something. You know what? If you're dating, I repeat, it's your responsibility to protect yourself. It's not everyone's going to come and say, you know what, this is my status. Famba nima condom. Zvinonyadzisa, zvinosekesa, zvinodi, but famba nawo, you know. And also people lie, men lie, even women they lie. So you have to be selfish with your health. Unless what test on always protect yourself, right? And even if you're positive, you can still date, you can still have kids. And we're gonna do another episode where we talk about living with HIV, having kids, sex, etc, right? So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next episode.